Hey folks, Bill from Little White Dory, and I own a homestead. And I'm here at the house. I'm going to flip the camera around in a second because I'm going to show you what I've been up to over the past few months. Yeah, it's been months. And I'll tell you, it's weird when you have to get used to living in places that you didn't live before and then move back in and rearrange. But let me flip this around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'll flip this to this side here and show you that what happened is we took everything out of the house, and I mean everything, and had our floors resanded and finished. And as I'm walking through here, you can kind of get a sense of the coloration in the floor. It is just absolutely amazing. This is just a natural color added back to a red oak floor from the 1950s. And the colors in this floor are just amazing. Hopefully the sealant that's been used to protect it will give us a long time before we need to do anything substantial. So we've got this new floor, which then led to having to get new furniture to fit the rooms. And then we also are having air conditioning installed throughout the house. So this is a mini split, one unit in this bedroom. Flip this back. Another unit in this one, a little bigger, that'll hopefully blow air down the hallway this way. New flooring in here. The bathroom wasn't redone, but it's in good shape. And another unit, let's see, I'll come around here, up here. So with these three units, hopefully the whole house is going to be nicely air conditioned. And when the windows are closed, we don't have to hear the trucks go by. We put a new floor down in the kitchen. Got a new cabinet. Yeah, let's go down in the basement because it's kind of insane how I've been dealing with everything. But there's more to the story that's been going on down here. Don't mind the crazy amount of stuff, but it's been all put down here. We had a pod for storage. Put some lights on. I think this one light here will do. Yeah. So we had a home energy audit done. The local energy company gave us a new dehumidifier. Maybe like a $300-400 item, but free. I had the heating system serviced, the humidifier. Oops, let me lift up. The humidifier here cleaned and serviced. Oh, and then the water heater decided it was time to die. So new water heater. Paid a lot to have that done so that the pipes come up and head out that direction, as opposed to this one over here, which if you look up, it heads out to the side. Now in the winter, when the heat's on, we're not outside, so the heating and the sounds of it over there don't matter, but the water heater used to be very loud, and it was disruptive for being outside in your patio. So we switched this to feed out the back of the house. Then, let's see, I'll come back this way a little bit. We had to run, well, there's the refrigeration lines, and then up above in here someplace is my electric, the 220 line that came around with the mini split or ductless systems. There's more of the refrigerant lines heading this way. And then what we did was, it's kind of cool, from here, let me shut this off for a second. That's probably, there we go. I can back up a little bit maybe. I guess I can't. So the refrigerant lines go up and then they go to the second floor. So that was one of the stuff that was done down here. I wired the electric. Yeah, so everything down here is in complete chaos, and I can't wait to get this all straightened out because this is where I have to grow all my plants next year. So let's go outside here. Well, yeah, I'll just say this, that they did a great job installing this air conditioning system. Now, as I come out here, more stuff very much so staged over here. My little patio, my sunroof here. It's kind of a fun place for me to hang out. We're out here every day. We've had some crazy good luck with the zinnias. They needed water. They got it yesterday. Over here, on the back of the house, is where this thing's going. Now, I have to admit, I honestly didn't think it was going to be this physically large, but that's the new AC unit, which is a Fujitsu air stage. It's a 4-zone system. We're only using 3 right now, but I have the ability to add one to the basement if I need to at some point, or possibly even if I ever make a 3-season room over here, that we could get another zone into this. So that was another thing that was done, and we're waiting for them to come back today to finish up. They have the connections to make here. Yesterday was kind of a rainy day. So out here, the garden has been growing really, really well. I'm going to come all the way to the back here. I'll show you the newest portion of the garden, what's going on. Let's see. So from back here, I have this black plastic down, and I have every intention now to get more of it down because it's really, really been good for me for, weed suppression. As I look over here, the weed whacker took care of this about a week and a half ago, and it's been staying down, but black plastic is perfect. I have some pumpkins growing. They're heading out into the black plastic toward the south, I guess. Yep. And I'm hoping to get some, pumpkin out of that. But look at these sunflowers. They went up to probably about 15 feet. I'll zoom in on one of the heads. It's about I would say 25-inch, 30-inch across head. There's more of them. There's one there. I'll show you this one kind of through there. They were enormous. And I still have actually several sunflowers over here that are doing super well. They're kind of pretty. So the garden has basically gone, berserk at this point. But everywhere I look, I see these wonderful tomatoes. I mean, this one's I think this one's a Dad's Sunset, so I know that one's ripe. And that's going to be an amazing tomato. I'll give it a day or two. It'll be there's the orange into it. It's a good tomato. But I've got tons and tons of peppers. We even had some volunteer corn, which I'm pretty sure is just going to be some horrible type of corn. We'll pick it in a few days maybe and see what it looks like. But the garden has basically gone, crazy. I've got veggies. Look, I can see from here. There's cucumbers, there's tomatoes, there's peppers, there's kale. There's a bunch of different stuff. And I didn't get as much out of it this year as I could have, but I definitely got a lot. So coming back around here, I did do a Veggie Wagon 2.0, and it's going to be cleaned up and set up a little bit later on. We still have all kinds of weird stuff growing on the wagon here. Some chamomile, we've got tarragon, daisies, parsley, basil, calendula, I think that is. All just weird stuff that's left over, including tomato plants, more basil, peppers. There's Thai peppers in here, hot. They're drying naturally on the vine. They're not rotting, they're drying. So that's it, folks. I'll come around here to show you a couple other things. We had this thing called a Kajari melon and a Tigger, 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 is that how it goes? Let's see, they're in here. Whoops, maybe I should look out here. There's a bunch of them here. Where are you now that I'm bent over? There's a little one right there. There they are. I have to be careful where I'm stepping because my dog's having some digestive issues. There we go. This one is, I believe, the Tigger melon. And there's another one somewhere in here, but I don't see it right now. It may be growing down into here. There's some cucumbers. There's another cucumber right there. These sunflowers here are just really beautiful. This thing's got more coming, and it's had so many already. So, last thing is to show you that over this side here, we had our multicolor zinnias. They're still going to bloom for a while, but I'm just not watering them anymore. And then down here, we have another Kajari and another Tigger mixed in with what was growing over here. So, you know, not that I gave up on this area, but I can clean it up once the season's over. And we'll be moving this greenhouse. This greenhouse is gonna slide this way, flipped around, and I have another one, so it'll be 30 feet by 6.5 feet, I think it is, or 7, I forget. From side to side, it's 6.5, and the height is 6.5. So I might modify it. We'll figure out something, but it's going to slide over in that direction because it'll suit my needs much better from over there. Okay, folks, today is looking like it's going to be an amazing day. If I can, I'll throw in a few pictures of the blue moon from last night. There's a beautiful, beautiful moon. Sun's coming up right now. The humidity is totally gone right now. It's about it's probably about 68 degrees. It is feeling really good out here. Alrighty, folks, been fun. Haven't been on the YouTube channel because I've been busy, but we're gonna get some YouTube videos out now, and we'll try to get back on track. And I'm trying to get into the point where I have maybe a presence on Facebook, so we'll see. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye. Hey, here's a quick add-on at the end. I grew a pepper plant called an ahi charapita, or a charapita. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But if you look in here, I'm going to take it down, down, down in there. Do you see the yellow one? There's my first ripe ahi charapita. As I back out, you can see there's a bunch of them on this little plant here. Tons of them. I'm looking forward to it. I grew these peppers because I went to Google and said, what is the most expensive or valuable pepper in the world? And the ahi charapita came up as being the most expensive because of its size. It's only about the size of a pea, but you get a lot of them, and they say you can treat it like a house plant and it'll produce peppers, you know, all year. So ahi charapita is my first one, and I'll be trying that and probably a bowl of chili, because I don't think I need more than just the one. They're very hot, but they're supposed to have really great flavor. So there you go, ahi charapita.